Another day, another absolute banger of this Storm issue. Issue 8. Let's get into it. This we see Storm is talking to literally the elements itself, telling them that you have spoken to me like a mother whispers sweet words into my ears. I'm a grown woman now, but my power is within the storms. To stop the storm that was going on in Brazil, because Reed, Tony, and T'Challa were trying to stop the storms earlier from last issue. A little banter here of Tony saying to T'Challa, "Hey, you want to go say hi to Storm?" T'Challa relentlessly rebuttals, "Perhaps another time. I'm in a hurry. I have a great evening planned with Emma Frost." Tony goes, "Touche." We celebrate Reed Richards being happily married and never divorced. We see Thorm and Storm trying to gather up the remains of the pilot and the snake that devoured him, because Storm's going to give this to Dr. Voodoo to handle everything else so the pilot can be laid to rest. Thor tells Storm of a being very powerful that grew so mighty that he wove eternity as his cloak, forged death into his war club, and the Phoenix Force as his armor, as infinity was his shield, because no one could defeat Hadad the First, besides the one above all. Even tell Storm that Hadad will return with a horde of riot storms. See, in the far reaches of the universe, Silver Surfer is trying to get a storm to spew out Galactus because Galactus is being corrupted. But also tell Storm, look, there's a civil war between pantheons going on. Thunder war of storm gods against storm gods. Give Storm a feather to tell her, hey, if you need help, just use this feather. Storm tells him, when I meet my attackers, they'll be the ones that will need to summon help. Because Storm has to deal with another group of people. The FBI. It's dropped off at the building by the one and the only Manifold. Manifold's kind of worried, but Storm tells him, don't worry, it'll be okay. Because every inch of this nation, of this planet, is as much ours as much as it is theirs. She asks Manifold to keep the sanctuary safe while she is away. Make sure Maggot stays out of trouble. But she spoke too soon. Maggot's about to test out his new powers and new abilities. Looks like Gateway and Manifold are going to have their hands full with one powerful 8-person tournament. See Storm being talked to by Special Agent Phoeba. Wants to ask Storm some questions. They also explain to her that they're going to be inhaling this nitrogen because they are from a planet that has a rich nitrogen atmosphere. Agent asks about the emission policies of the Storm Sanctorium. She tells them that Tony Stark, Moon Girl, and Shuri made sure that it emits no greenhouse gases. And she has the certifications issued by S.H.I.E.L.D. here as proof. As Storm's explaining, the person asks, are you a fugitive? Which is probably strike 2 for Storm. Agent begins to discuss the previous history of Storm being a thief. This agent has an agenda on their mind. The agent asks for a report of your recent activities from the last 6 weeks. Fully prepared from the Impossible City, she has all the missions she's done with the Avengers. The agent doesn't care about Storm being a hero. The agent wants to know more about her being a victim, her recent visit to Doomsday, and if she's been kidnapped in the last 6 weeks. Storm gets up and says, this isn't real. If you held my hand, this isn't real. Agent reassures her this very well is. The alien agent and others be prepared to arrest Storm.